Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:48 a.m.
It is Monday. I am just now waking up. And I actually didn't meal prep yesterday because I was like doing chores and stuff. So I am doing it now, meal prepping now. And I want to take you along with me. All right, so I am officially on my way to work. Thankfully, it's not freezing, but it is very, very cold. And I mean, how do I feel about work today? I would say today, I think it'll be like a hard day. Not hard, but long. Because I actually have to teach today. I don't typically teach, but they laid off 2 employees at my current job. And, naturally, they gave me the role. Well, they didn't give me the role. They had me fill in for the role. So now I have 2 jobs for the same price. But we are grateful. We're happy that we get to go to work and just, make money. So this morning I had a kind of long morning. I was supposed to wake up at 5, but I was really tired, so I actually ended up waking up at 6. But I had to do my meal prepping for the week. Well, not for the week, for the next 3 days or so, just so that I can stick to my budget. And initially I was like, well, maybe I'll just spend, a little bit of money today in my, just, I don't know, $10 or $15 in the deli. But then I was just like, why am I going to do that if I know that I'm trying to stick to a budget? I also had a hard morning because in my mom's house, it is very cluttered. And I struggle with that. I struggle with being in places that just have a lot of things. And of course, I live in a New York City apartment. However, she's a bit of a hoarder. And because she's a bit of a hoarder, it makes the situation hard. And so I have most of my stuff in my room. I have like 1 kitchen cabinet that I can use for myself. And even then, it's not a lot of space, right? So that was a little hard this morning, but I was able to push through, and I was able to actually get my meal prep done, at least for lunch for 2 days. I have to prep the rest of the meat. There's a big truck, and it was kind of loud. But I have to prep the rest of the meat and cook for tonight. I don't have dinner, so I have to do that when I get home. I also have to go to the gym today. So today will be a very long day. Very, very long. And all worth it because, again, we're sticking to the budget. We're meeting our goals. I should be getting paid tomorrow, hopefully. I say hopefully because I'm supposed to get paid the 15th and the 30th of every month, but I usually get paid 2 days before that. But because this month has 31 days, I'm not sure if they're switching the schedule. But yeah, I think, some days are harder than others, and it's also a Monday, so I'm not too it's a Monday, so working a 9 to 5 a Monday, and it's hard sometimes because I wish I could work from home. Actually, some people at my organization work from home, but the position that I have doesn't, not all the time. They work from home twice a week, but the position that I have doesn't allow me to work from home unless it's dictated otherwise. And so that's not the case for me. So today we are going into school, and that's okay, because at the end of it all, again, we are working toward our goals. We're getting paid. We're getting our job done and getting our job done efficiently. So that's what matters. I don't know if you guys can see like these rats. I'm not understanding. I feel like I've seen them growing up for a long time. There's another one coming up. That one. There's another one. Don't know what that means. I think that they're targeting the businesses that are around, but things that you see in New York City as you're walking to work. So yes, I'm very excited for my beautiful life that I will design. I have a beautiful life right now, and I'm very grateful for my life, but I'm very excited for the life that I am creating for myself as I am working to meet my goals and things like that, living in a different area, having more space, being able to travel or be in a position that allows me to work from home, maybe eventually not even working, and working on the things that I love to do the most, real estate, things like that. But for right now, this is where we are, and we are appreciating the entire view of where we are. Okay. See, I think that's another thing. New York City drivers communicate by honking. They do not talk to people. They just honk all day, every day. And it is what it is. Okay, so now I am almost at work, so I will keep filming later on. So I'm almost at work, but I had like a random thought, and I was thinking about this whole YouTube, world and content creators and things like that. And I really do hope that content creation doesn't go away for like regular people. I know that AI is, doing its thing, and it's growing and things of the sort, but I think that right now we're at a pivotal moment where a lot of people need human to human connection. And granted, right, this is like digital connection, but I do feel like, the everyday experience of things, like being able to actually see, the everyday life of individuals, and like what it's like to work, what it's like to, go there, I don't know, somewhere. Just because like everybody goes through that, right? Life is a series of monotonous episodes, for lack of a better term, right? It's like you're watching a rerun every single day. Every single day is pretty much the same. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you shower, you do what you gotta do, you eat, all that stuff. And so it's funny because I'm getting weird looks as I'm recording. But I think, normalizing what everyday life looks like for people, I think there's something about that's so special, because oftentimes people feel like it's just them, right? Like it's just themselves being in this situation, just themselves having to walk to work, just themselves, struggling or whatever it is. And I think that having these videos of people just literally posting what it's like for them too. It's like literally we're living the same life, just that we do different things with our life every single day, right? And that's the human experience. And I think that that's what I definitely want to capture the most, is the human experience, right? Of growth, of reaching your goals, of doing all these things. And even if, let's say, I don't know, my YouTube doesn't grow to 70 million or billion or whatever it is, right? At the very least, like there are some people somebody who's going to watch these videos and relate. And I think that that's what's important, right? It's that connection that people have. And in traditional New York City fashion, there's always construction happening all the time. So it's gonna get loud. So talk to you on the next one. 2 more hours. 2 more hours. We got this. Oh my gosh, this hair, literally, this strand just keeps coming back. It just does not want to leave. Keeps me look at this. Keeps making an appearance. It's like, hello, stay there. Anyway, yeah, we have 2 hours to go. And I think today I'm just going to make sure that I have all the files that I need to review with the students that I work with, review a lot of that, and that should take me home. I have to do some data stuff, but that should take me home, to end the day today. I wanted to show you guys this beautiful sunset because it is very nice.
Hell yeah. No probation or nothing.
So I just came out of work, and honestly today was hard. It was hard only because it was very long. So finally I'm out of work. But yeah, I think for me it's really hard when you are in the middle of almost like I feels like a spiritual kind of episode where, when things start, you feel like things are starting to align. At least for me, like typically things start to feel like they're aligning sometimes, and maybe it's just like my thoughts, like, okay, well, maybe this is happening for this reason. But I do feel like it's, maybe there are like different opportunities that are coming up for me, and I need to just kind of hone in on those things, right? And I think that when things are presented to you, you can look at this view. When things are presented to you, sometimes like it's like, oh, well, I don't want to do this, or but maybe that's just a way for you to grow, and things have to get uncomfortable before you get comfortable with that. And I have been through just a lot of things in my life that obviously they weren't all good things, and I was able to see the good in them, specifically like with my finances, and not to say that those situations were good for me, but I think it showed me how I can take care of my finances more, how I can take care of my positions more, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think this might be one of those times where life and the universe is sort of pushing me to really, really, really be intentional about the way that I spend money. And yes, even though I'm able to get rid of debt, it's also telling me, hey, prioritize your savings. Don't just, aggressively pay down debt and forget about your savings, because ultimately what it is that you fall back into the same cycle. You fall back into the same cycle if you don't have your savings set up and something happens. I think last week was really hard on me, just seeing people get laid off that I've come to know, and with no warning, no even like conversation like, hey, this might be coming up or anything. And I get it, that's how layoffs usually happen, but I think that it's hard, right? And it's like, there were plenty of conversations where we would talk about the future and what it could look like for the organization and stuff, and just knowing that those things are happening, but also conversations were happening about restructuring and letting people go and things like that. I think I've always just found it hard, to say the least, for lack of a better word, hard when companies don't share things like that. I do understand that there are lots of situations where employees kind of do stuff to, I don't know, in retaliation or anything or something like that, but I also understand the humanity aspect of, hey, this might be coming up, I just want to forewarn you, so yeah, it's been hard. I think morale is definitely affected. I know for the people that I work with, and for myself, right? It's hard to think about that, but the only thing that's in my control, the only two things are to keep doing my job efficiently, which I'm doing, and also to save as much as possible, right? So that if the time does come, which inevitably something always happens, right? To have you, use some money in some way, like maybe something happens. What it is, you just have to be prepared for those things, and that's the key is how prepared are you for those unforeseen circumstances. And if they happen, they happen, but guess what, at the end of the day you have your safety net. And that is a big lesson for me to learn, is I have to make sure that I have my safety net set up. So yeah, I think the universe is pushing me to do that, and I'm excited, but I also feel like, it's never good to feel, especially as a 9-to-5 employee, it's never good to feel that you are, just awaiting something, or you're scared that something might happen. So the way to get around that, right, is to make sure that your finances are taken care of. So tis all. So now I am on my way to the gym. You guys are with me in this vlog, but I didn't show up this morning to the gym. So I'm definitely going in now. Have to feed myself because I'm starving. And I did not cook dinner, so just gonna eat that tuna that I spoke about earlier. And so once I eat that, then I'll be able to go to the gym and have a nice workout. I'll bring you guys along for that, and I will see you on the next one. Officially ready for the gym. Definitely have to go back. That's for sure. But we're gonna get a cute little workout in. Not cute, it'll take a lot of strength, but we're definitely gonna do strength training today. So today was a long but successful day. I was able to work out. Yeah, I think as long as I stick to like the routine of being able to just go to the gym in the morning and then actually go and do strength training at nighttime, I think that would be super good for me. Also, I know a lot of what helped me with my finances was maintaining the discipline that I had for my weight loss journey. The consistency of, meal prepping, not eating out, going in every single day to the gym, no matter how much I felt like I didn't want to. All of that definitely worked in my favor, because it taught me that even if I didn't want to do something, it had to be done, especially if it was, beneficial for me. So I think that that's one of the most important things, is just like, yeah, you might not want to do it. Yeah, sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I, want to buy something else instead of, basically just instead of being responsible with my money. However, a key thing here is that it's really good to practice against instant gratification. Practice like delayed gratification. Practicing delayed gratification basically helps you stay in control. A lot of what I was facing before was this like thing of like, okay, no, but I need to do it right now, and I need to get it right now. And I had to fight through that feeling. The more and more I did it, the less and less prevalent that feeling became. But I really did have to fight through it. In the beginning, especially, right, where I was saying like, nope, but I want this. I really want this shirt or this outfit or this new gadget. I even bought like a it was like $3,500. I bought a $3,500 camera because I was so set that I really wanted to do photography, and like that was the time. I went through this whole phase, and at the end of it all, I barely used the camera, right? Like it was just me and my emotion, and I needed to work against that. So thankfully, I have about 2 years in this journey. I haven't been the most consistent as of lately. I would say since the summer, since I got laid off from my other job. That's really what started the me like not being. I do really well with routine. So once I fell out of my routine, that was really challenging for me. And I went back into it, and I was just kind of flip-flopping. But I think that now that I'm more stable in terms of like I moved, I have a job that I've been at for 6 months. So like I said, I was going to the gym, but not consistently. But now that I feel like I'm, even with my credit card debt, I've made a little bit of a dent. I only have one more credit card to pay off after this next check. Yay! Oh my God, I'm so happy about that. So yes, I have that. And then I will be, continuing to invest in myself. I did pick back up with my personal trainer. He's not charging me a lot. He's actually charging me like $40 a session, and I only do one session with him. So I have to go to the gym, every day by myself, and then the rest of the time, like when I do the sessions with him, he more or less tells me kind of like a consultant. He more or less tells me like what to do, and what I should be focusing on. So long story short, it's pretty cheap. It's definitely within my budget. And then eventually, I think if I have more money, I definitely want to up the sessions that I have with him. But for right now, this is working. So I wanted to end the vlog just by telling you guys to keep going. Things get better. Even if they are really long days. I mean, I was up at 6 a.m. I started meal prepping at 6 a.m. It is now 8:30. And I still am not done with my day. I just showered, but I went to the gym. I went to work. I meal prepped. I did all the things that I needed to do. And tomorrow is payday. So I will be definitely filming another video about payday and my payday routine. So definitely look out for that. And thank you all so much for coming with me on this journey. It is going to be a very fun one. I promise you that. And I am very excited to see you guys on the next one. Like I said, I'll cover a lot of content on getting rid of your debt, my debt journey very specifically, things that have happened, and lessons that I've learned. And so I definitely want to share that with you guys, if for nothing else, but just for you guys to know that you're not alone in this. And I still got a long way to go, but we're here and we're doing it, and that's the most important part, that we're in this journey together. So thank you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.